name up in lights. He just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know. But no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still even him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him cause he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, now the picture connects. Never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds. The skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear. Be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse. This dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof. I heard him with that stock.
10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
They call him Ryu, he's sick and he's spitting fire and Mike. Got him out the dryer, he's hot. Found him in Fort Minor with top, but a fucking nihilist porcupine. He's a the type women wanna be within rappers. Hope he gets 8 years in the making, patiently waiting to blow. Now the record with your notice taking over the globe. He's got a partner in crime, his is equally dope. You won't believe the kind of that comes out of this kid's throat. He's not your everyday on the block. He knows how to work with what he's got, making his way to the top. He often gets a comment on his name. People keep asking him, was it given that birth, or does it stand for an acronym? No, he's living proof. Let him rock in the booth. He'll get you buzzing quicker than a shot of vodka with juice. Him and his crew are known around as one of the best. Dedicated to what they do and give 100%.
Forget Mike, nobody really knows how or why he works so hard. It seems like he's never got time, because he writes every note and he writes every line. And I've seen him at work when that light goes on in his mind. It's like a design is written in his head every time, before he even touches a key or speaks in a rhyme. And those other fellas he runs with, the kids that he signed, ridiculous, without even trying. How do they do it? This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. Fort Minor, M. Shinoda, Styles of Beyond, Ryu, Top Beer, Machine Shop.
Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. I done kept it real from the jump. Living at my mama's house, we'd argue every month. I was trying to get it on my own. Working all night, traffic on the way home, and my uncle calling me like, where you at? I gave you the keys, so you bring it right back. I just think it's funny how it goes. Now I'm on the road, $500,000 for a show, and we started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Boys tell stories about the man. Say I never struggled, wasn't hungry, yeah, I doubt it. I could turn your boy into the man. There ain't really much out here that's popping off without us. We just want the credit where it's due. I'ma worry about me, give a fuck about you. Just as a reminder to myself. I wear every single chain, even when I'm in the house. Cause we started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. No new, we don't feel that. A fake friend, where your real friends at? We don't like to do too much explaining. Story stay the same, I never changed it. No new, we don't feel that. A fake fake friend, where your real friends at? We don't like to do too much explaining. Stories stay the same through the money and the fame. Cause we started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here.
Alongside Brandon Cheshin as the Posse are set to finish the regular season 3 games over their final 5 days. That stretch started on Wednesday night when the Posse picked up a huge 13-1 win against the Titans in Sherwood Park. Brandon, what can you tell us about that game?
Well, it was the Sebastian Simonson snipe show on Wednesday night as he scored 8 of his team's 13 goals. The other big story was attack man Seth Belrose actually played in goal, and goaltender Andy Ryerson moved up to play some defense. Andy also scored a goal, and Seth only allowed 1 over the entire game. Big performances from unlikely places on Wednesday.
Yeah, an especially big win considering Sherwood Park won 16-4 in this barn back on May the 29th. Also, because the Titans are most likely going to be a first-round playoff opponent for the Posse. Now, with the team trying to peak at exactly the right time, can we expect to see a full lineup tonight?
Well, Captain Ethan Sim came back from injury last weekend, but was hit with a 3-game suspension after getting a high sticking call against Lakeland last Saturday. He'll serve his final game tonight and be back in the lineup on Sunday in Westlock. Colby Bress is also expected to make a return to the lineup this weekend after missing the last few games, which will be huge for the offense. Aiden Hughes and Julian Johansson are the 2 players whose injuries will unfortunately keep them out for the rest of the season.
We've got to dial it back to May 22nd. That's when the Posse rattled off that 12-6 win in St. Albert. Who on the Crude is going to be dangerous tonight as they were in that game?
While leading scorer Grayson Seibel has registered 44 points in 13 games this season and led his team with 3 points in that game back on the 22nd. He's also very level-headed, having only taken 8 penalty minutes this entire season. Trey Brown is another sniper who has already scored 20 times this season.
It's our final home game of the 2019 regular season here at Grant Fuhr Arena. We've got opening face-off coming up at 7:30. With it up top, tries a bounce shot, and he scores. Sim coming in 1-on-2, bowls over the defender. His man back to the ball. Pernille works his way in front. Pernille scores.
Inside me blaze like a siren. Why would you try it? Wake up the beast, no, I can't keep silent. I put my time in, now it's my time, your time is expiring. Blood, sweat, and tears, I conquer my fears, I'm ready to fly now. I am the pilot, I am so polished, usually modest, but when is the last time you seen it this stylish without a stylist, huh? It's been a long time, I've been on this road, I'm racking my mileage up. They don't get loud with us, cause they know we wild as fuck. We know they scared of us, no they don't care for us. They wasn't there for us, up in them trenches, hopping them fences, making the plays while they riding the benches, yeah. Got cool intentions, yeah. I see my goal and get colder to sand, but when counting our sins, I don't have no friends. I came here to win, my start is your end, now let it begin now. Get loud for me. Get loud for me. Get loud for me. Hands in the crowd, we tearing it down. Get loud fire inside me blaze like a siren. Why would you try it? Wake up the beast, no, I can't keep silent. I put my time in, now it's my time, your time is expiring.
Good evening, lacrosse fans, and welcome to the Grand Fuhr Arena, the home of your Parkland Posse. It's time to meet tonight's starters, brought to you by 88.1 The One and the Spruce Grove Saints. On defense, number 6, your assistant captain, Josh Crawford. Also on defense, number 23, Tyson Deshane. At transition, number 7, Tyler Pernille. Also at transition, number 19, your assistant captain, Tyrese Ness. At attack, number 16, your acting captain, Seth Belrose. And in between the pipes tonight, number 1, Andrew Ryerson.
Sometimes the bomb might explode without any warning.
I don't really care if you cry. I don't really should've never lied. Should've saw the way she looked me in my eyes. She said, baby, I am not afraid to die. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. Phantom, that's alright. Inside all white. Like something you ride a sled down. I just want that head. My bracelet, I'm mad. Her bracelet, her man, no. Everybody got the same swag, no. All the way that I chat, no. Stacking my bands all the way to the top. All the way to my bed falling over. Every time that you leave your spot, your girlfriend call me like, come on over. I like the way that she treat me, gon' leave you, won't leave me. I call it that Casanova. She said I'm insane, I might blow my brain out. Hey, Johnny, all the pain out. Please, Johnny, make it go away. I'm committed, not addicted, but it keep controlling me. I done pain, I can feel it. I swear that it's so.
just wanna take you down.
But I'm ready, ready so you can tell them bring it on a whole nother level of high, no phone. Never foes all mad.
Good evening, lacrosse fans, and welcome to the Grand Fuhr Arena, the home of the Parkland Posse, as they get set to take on the St. Albert Crude in the final home game of the regular season. There will be a special meet and greet with all the Parkland Posse players in the dressing room following tonight's game. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove all your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Here and welcome to Grand Fuhr Arena. Parkland Posse lacrosse action here tonight featuring the hometown Posse and the visiting St. Albert Crude. It's the final regular season game tonight for the Posse before they wrap up the regular season in Westlock on Sunday night before a look at the playoffs after that. My name is Evan Cook, happy to be alongside you here for this one. The ball is dropped, opening face-off underway. And a loose ball going to be scooped up here by the Crude. Started back up. Schmerman flips that one off, heads off on a change. Going to give way to Cunningham on the far side. Cunningham fakes and keeps it back behind the net. 10 seconds left to go on a shot clock. As he looks in front, going to miss a couple of teammates with that pass, and it'll roll all the way the length of the floor. Kevin DePaul is the starting goaltender here for the Crude tonight, who just played it back into the Posse end. That's Andrew Ryerson, the starter for Parkland, who sends the ball up and puts the Posse here on offense for the first time here tonight. Connor DeShane with a shot. That one stopped by the shoulder of DePaul. Makes an initial save there. Going to leave for Ketty, who fires a pass up the floor just behind Mateus McEwen, but it bounces cleanly up over the end glass, and so the Posse going to take over on possession here. Sebastian Simonson with it. Midget affiliate who had 8 goals in the team's 13-1 win over the Sherwood Park Titans on Wednesday night. Belrose now tries a shot. That one stopped by DePaul, picked up by Simonson on the rebound. Tries to work it in front. It's off the goaltender, into Rivers Scott. Scott back up top to Simonson, moves the ball over to Belrose. Over to Simonson, fakes the shot, cuts to the middle. There's a shot just high over top of the net. Belrose on the rebound. Sharp angle, hits the side of the net. Loose ball back behind the net. Carter Mozak with it there for the Crude. He's going to be double teamed right in front of his crease. Ball pops out for a moment, but it comes there to Braden Smith. Takes it back up the floor. 2 minutes gone here in the first period, still scoreless between the Crude and the Parkland Posse. Pass off a stick, makes its way to Cunningham. He's got it up top. A shot there from the far side by Fisk missed. As the shot clock expires, so will possession for St. Albert here. Parkland going to start with the ball deep in enemy territory. Kobe Brest with it now. Fakes a pass and moves it up top to Ness. To Duchesne. Back to Brest. Brest tries to find a pick, ends up keeping it, working it down to Simonson. 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Simonson winds and throws one towards DePaul, and he makes the save with the shoulder. Squeezes the rebound too, allowing the Crude now to start out. Lobbed up by Smith. That time he finds Braden Pascio. Assistant captain here on this Crude team, working it back up top to Schmerman. Whacked right out of the pocket of Garen Schmerman, and that will be another good shift there for the Posse defenders, who force a turnover. Scott works it back up top. That time to Callahan. Scott gets a return feed in front, a shot, and he scores. A nice give and go between Rivers Scott and Darren Callahan. Scott dishes it off, heads to the front of the goal. Neither defender picks him up. For Rivers Scott, his 10th goal on the season. Give Darren Callahan an assist there as well. And the Posse go up 1-0, just under 3.5 minutes here into the first period. Off the draw, Chris Walter with it. Shakes a check. Now moves it up the floor. Pascio taking it up that left side. Now stopping, throwing one.
The assist to number 4, Darren Callahan. Time of the goal, 3 minutes, 24 seconds.
Here's Crawford now, sends it in front. A shot is waved off immediately as Crawford passed it over to Tyrese Ness. The official right there says...
First goal scored by Scott, the assist Callahan at 3.
Official right there says his foot was in the crease when he shot it. And so that stops the Posse from going up here by 2. Mozak lost it just as he got over center. Posse lost it there, and now Anderson Croft with it toward his own bench is going to get it back. Tyree Anderson Croft sends this one up to Cunningham. Cunningham starting out slowly now with a head of steam, goes towards the net, tries a shot, and that one missed. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Crude have to try and get another one quickly here. They misfire on a pass, and here come the Posse quickly in transition. This is Pernille, tries a shot, that one just missed high over top of the net, and it'll bounce into the St. Albert bench, giving Crude possession back here. Tyler Pernille, one of the faster players here on the Posse this season, has 4 goals and has played all 14 games here so far. This one intercepted by Parkland. They'll move it back up the floor here with Alex Sutherland. Sutherland avoids a double team there, gets the ball back as he was trying to go off. Now keeps it, sends it down to Scott. Scott has it fall out of his pocket, regains control. Works it across to Duchesne. There's a shot high over top the net. Rebound comes out to Scott. He's only got 4 seconds left. Tries a little back pass to Callahan, but that shot clock will expire and turn the ball over here to Tyler Ketty. Sends the ball to Isaac Flynn. Flynn turns away from a check. Moves it over there to the far side. Back up top, and a shot by Schmerman missed the net. Posse try to get the rebound, but lose it down low to Siebel. Grayson Siebel sends it back behind the net. Deflected past a couple of teammates there, and now Ryerson's going to lob this one up. Here the other way for Stewart with a shot attempt. Knocked wide of the net. Tyrese Ness in the corner trying to battle for a loose ball down low. Still no possession down there. As it's kicked toward the corner, finally going to be scooped up there, taken back the other way by Parenteau. Parenteau leaves it up top for Paschio. Paschio tried to elude a defender, lost the ball, and it's taken back up the other way, one-on-one. Quick shot and a goal. Mitchell McEwen benefits from that loose ball, goes in one-on-one with Paschio, waits, fakes, and bounces one 5-hole on Kevin DePaul. It'll be an unassisted goal for the Posse defender. Give Mitchell McEwen his 3rd goal on the season, and the Posse a 2-0 lead. Just over 13 minutes to go.
Goal scored unassisted by number 14, Mitch McEwen.
Unassisted to McEwen as the ball going to be sent the length of the floor on an errant pass. DePaul is looking for an outlet here, and he'll find one just over at the bench side. Schneider tries to pass that one, knocked down by the Posse there again, and they'll turn it back up the floor here with numbers the other way. Pass in front, a quick shot there by Crawford, stick save made by DePaul. That was a couple of Posse defenders, Tyson DeShane and Josh Crawford, essentially in on a 2-on-0 there. Crawford gets the shot off. Now another turnover, going to be forced right out near the penalty box. Crude having trouble getting things going offensively here early in this one. Simonson, DeShane, try to pass back to Scott. He'll eventually catch up to it here with 13 to go on the shot clock. Into the corner. Simonson rolls out of there. He'll go up top, dish now, and there's a shot. Save made by DePaul. Rebound goes into the corner. Taken heavily into the corner there was Logan Fiedler trying to track down his own rebound. And possession is going to stay for Parkland here. Connor DeShane moves the ball up to Ness. Try to pass over the head of Scott there, and it will just bounce off the corner boards right into the crease to DePaul. As he leaves it for Cunningham, who starts to run it up the floor. Braden Paschio. Waiting for his teammates to get on the floor. Pass intended for Siebel, too far for him. And he gets first to that ball, but the shot clock goes simultaneously, turning it back over here for the Posse. 2-0 Parkland the score. Rivers, Scott, and Mitchell McEwen with the goals so far for the Posse. Kobe Brest wants a lane to the net, now tries a shot and scores! Kobe Brest returning to the lineup here tonight, back from injury, picks the top corner over the left shoulder of DePaul. And with 10:43 left to go in the first, the Posse have extended their lead to 3-0. Give Kobe Brest 14 goals on the season. That puts him second on the team behind Captain Ethan Sim.
The Parkland Posse 3rd goal scored by number 15, Kobe Brest. The assist to number 16, Seth Belrose. Time of the goal, 9 minutes, 17 seconds.
There's a break and a shot, another one. Tyler Pernille He had an earlier breakaway in transition and just missed. That time he makes no mistake, faking it, throwing a bouncer between the legs of Kevin DePaul. That's 2 goals in less than a minute for the Posse, and it puts them up 4-0. Seth Belrose, by the way, who's got it now, had an assist on the 3rd goal, tries a shot over the shoulder, and that one stopped by DePaul. And it looks like a loose ball foul is going to keep possession here for the Posse. Belrose up top. Gets a return feed now, sends it in front, and a quick shot there by Duchesne.
Goal scored by number 7, Tyler Pernille. The assist to number 1, Andrew Ryerson. The time of the goal, 9 minutes, 43 seconds.
Andy Ryerson in net picks up the assist on that first goal. Now makes a nice stick save. As it'll be taken by the Posse and moved up here. There's McEwen again with a bounce shot. DePaul read it that time, made a nice stick save. And the Crude take it back up here with Parenteau. Max Parenteau. Now with 5 on the shot clock, tries to send it back behind the net. A quick shot from there. Goes off the side of the goal, up and out of play. And so the Posse going to take over here with under 9 minutes left to play in the first period. Parkland with an early 2-0 lead has doubled it now to 4-0. Stepping into a shot there was Brest. That one went off the post. Off the post, off the official, and then all the way back into Posse territory. He had to shake that one off at the side of the net. Simonson now fakes it, works his way in, it fakes another one, is back behind the crease. Simonson plays it up top. Quick shot just high over top of the net. Rebound bounces under the stick of Scott. And it'll roll all the way in a Posse end. Ryerson makes a play on it, but couldn't get it cleanly. And with the shot clock expiring, it was possession turned back over here to the Crude. Far side, quick shot, stick save by Ryerson. He's looking down the floor in transition again, finds Josh Crawford with the pass. Crawford works his way to the net, tries a quick shot, and that one is saved neatly between the arm and that left leg. Parenteau over to Isaac Flynn. Flynn jogs toward the net. Doesn't go there now. An overhand shot by Schmerman misses wide. Rebound comes over on the far side there to Fisk. He sends one in towards the net. Bounces towards Schmerman. He tries to get a shot on, ends up doing so. Ryerson plucks that one out of the air. And the Posse take control once again here. Here's McEwen with it. Dishes this one off. Delayed penalty coming up against St. Albert here. Kobe Brest now plays it back up top. Belrose with it. Flicks one in front, they score! A neat little backhand pass by Seth Belrose. A neat little backhand shot by Mitchell McEwen. The defender's got his second of the game, and it extends the Parkland lead to 5-0. Second goal in the day for 14 in green and blue. It'll be the second assist on the day for Seth Belrose as well. Again, it was coming on a delayed penalty there. As off the face-off, it's just knocked back into Crude territory. They'll pick it up, start from behind their own net with Tyler Keddy.
Fifth goal, his second of the night, scored by number 14, Mitch McEwen. The assist to number 16, Seth Belrose. Time of the goal, 13 minutes, 9 seconds.
As that goal getting announced, it was Siebel knocked down hard, drawing cheers from the Posse bench. Mateus McEwen has it, ducks out of the way of a couple of checks and moves the ball up here to Scott. To Seth Belrose, fakes the shot. Dishes in front, Scott with a high shot into the shoulder there of DePaul. Goaltender read that well there. As the Posse earlier in this game have certainly had success rolling off the pick here as there's a turnover and a breakaway for Parkland. Fake shot, scores! Make it 2 for Rivers Scott off another turnover. And Parkland is up by 6, flexing their muscle at home here tonight. Off the draw, cleanly picked here by Isaac Flynn. Flynn sends one towards Schmerman, who tries to work his way in front towards the crease. He ends up stepping in as he tried to get the shot away.
Goal scored unassisted, his second of the night by number 17, Rivers Scott. The time of the goal, 14 minutes, 24 seconds.
So Scott unassisted here. Is that second goal. 2 goals for Mitch McEwen, 2 goals for Rivers Scott, a goal each for Tyler Pernille and Kobe Brest. Have the Posse up 6-0 here as we approach 5 minutes left to play in a first period. That one worked in front there. Off the midsection of Brest, gets to Darren Callahan, tries to pass in front, it's to Brest, a shot, he scores! Kobe Brest, who took quite the hard shot after releasing that shot, ends up jogging off a little daintily here, but it's a beautiful goal for one of the leading scorers here on this Posse team. His second of the night puts Parkland up by 7. Stolen out near center there, but now it's knocked away from
the Parkland Posse 7th goal, his second of the game, scored by number 15, Kobe Brest. The assist to number 4, Darren Callahan. Time of the goal, 15 minutes, 1 second. That's the Posse 7th goal, his second of the night, scored by Brest. The assist, Callahan at 15:01.
Second assist of the night here for Callahan. As the Posse work it up top, Simonson fakes, cuts toward the net. Now loops back, tries an underhand shot. It's on, the rebound is in front, but it's scooped up first by the big stick of DePaul. And he'll leave it now here for Parenteau. Sends it up here to Anderson Croft. Pass into Siebel. Couldn't take that one cleanly. Ball is loose. And now it's just whacked up the floor towards DePaul, who will scoop it up in his own crease. 3:45 left to go in the first period. The Posse, they've had trouble scoring goals at home lately. Not at all tonight. They've had 7 so far here in the first period. Taken back the other way. Here's a break. Sutherland sends it in front, nets with a shot, and a good shoulder save there by DePaul. Rebound to Mozak, who's got it. Bowls into a couple. Parkland players, still has it. Trying to get up the floor, but being double teamed. Carter Mozak is able to squeeze between a couple of those checks nicely. Gains some separation and dishes this one off here to Parenteau. Parento plays it toward the corner. Bounce shot. That one into Ryerson. Rebound rolls in on him as well. And there's Ryerson sending one out here near Tyson Duchesne, but he can't catch it cleanly. A shot in on Ryerson there. Bounce between his legs for a moment. It came from Hudson Schneider. And now a Posse defender goes down behind the play. Going to continue up here for McEwen. Works his way in. A shot off the base of the post. Mitchell McEwen that close to the hat-trick goal here with 2:27 left to go in the first period. A bounce shot right off of that left post. Josh Crawford tries to send one into Simonson. He was being checked. Bouncing ball, side of the crease. Worked into Parento. Belrose ties him up now. It's sent straight up in the air, up out of play. Official says it's off the Posse. And so turned over here to Braden Smith. 2 minutes to go here in the first. St. Albert Crude offense trying to break through here. They've given up 7 here so far tonight. Schmerman to the outside now sends one in on goal, but he's in the crease again. And so turned over to the Posse here with 1:45 to go. Pass nearly over the head there of Pernille. Does a nice job jumping up to knock it down. We'll dish this one off here to Simonson. Scott to Connor Duchesne. Back to Scott. Pass was awkward to handle there, so a loose ball is initially scooped up here, looked like by the Crude, but now after bouncing between a couple more players, it'll be St. Albert coming away with it, and Parento making his way past Simonson. That one-on-one battle continues. Simonson gonna steal the ball now. Try a quick pass up here. He fakes that one nicely. Now gets some daylight. Simonson winds and fires a shot. It was blocked, gets his own rebound. Another shot, he scores! Sebastian Simonson does all the work on that play, forcing a turnover in his own end, making his way back up the floor. His initial shot, it was blocked, but he got his own rebound. Bounces one past DePaul. And with 51 seconds left to go in the first, the lead now 8-0. First goal, first point of the night for Sebastian Simonson.
The Parkland Posse, 8 goals scored unassisted by number 9, Sebastian Simonson. Lead time to goal 19 minutes, 9 seconds.
Crude off the face-off control. Sent it to the side of the crease. Crawford knocked that one down into his own crease and now is able to come away with it. Nice speed here from Josh Crawford. Passes this one in front. A bounce shot there. That one just up and over the backboards. Tyler Pernille with another great opportunity there. He's already got a goal here in the first period. Now the official at the back end is saying that it went off the goaltender, giving possession here to the Posse. So they'll work it to Darren Callahan. Callahan pressure to the outside. Game clock hits 8 seconds, tries a shot, was blocked. Knocked down in front there. Not taken cleanly, but now it is. And just sent down the floor by Carter Mozak. As the buzzer sounds, time expires here on the first period. The Parkland Posse, who I mentioned have had some rough starts at home the last couple of home games, not at all here tonight, making a statement. Are the Posse coming out with an 8 spot here in the first period, and they'll take an 8-0 lead into period number 2. We'll take a quick break here. When we do, we'll play some interviews from earlier this week that we conducted with members of the Posse. You'll hear some of those, some highlights as well, then come back here for second period action between the Parkland Posse and the St. Albert Crude.
Lacrosse fans, here is your first period summary brought to you by 88.1 The One and the Spruce Grove Saints. It was all Parkland Posse in the first period. River Scott opened things up at 3:24 from Darren Callahan. Mitchell McEwen added to the lead at 6:49. That one unassisted. Number 3 came from Kobe Brest. Seth Belrose with that apple at 9:17. The fourth one came from Pernille with the assist going to the goaltender Ryerson at 9:43. It was Mitch McEwen's second at 13:09. That's the Parkland Posse fifth with the assist on that one going to Seth Belrose. The Posse sixth one was scored by River Scott. It was his second of the night. Posse's seventh was scored by Kobe Brest, also his second of the night. And finally, the eighth one from Sebastian Simonson, unassisted at 19:09. No penalties in the first frame. The shots after one, 16-7 in favor of the hometown Posse, and the score, 8-0 in favor of Parkland. This has been your first period summary brought to you by the Spruce Grove Saints in 88.1 The One. Tonight, we want to recognize Sean and the staff at IPM Magnetics Limited for their platinum sponsorship. At IPM, they provide survey management services to both operators and directional drilling contractors alike. Thank you, Sean and IPM Magnetics. The Parkland Posse would like to thank their sponsors: 88.1 The One, Parkland's best country, the Spruce Grove Saints, RPB Industries Construction Group, Original Joe's, Canlax Lacrosse, the City of Spruce Grove, the On Par Golf and Lounge, Liquor on McLeod, and the Cooperators. The Parkland Posse are grateful for your continued contributions. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Reba Golly Restaurant Shoot to Win. Please turn your attention to the floor and join the one and only Caden Cronowit.
Like a band in the Hall of Fame on vinyl. Go on and let your hair fall, girl. Oh, you're beautiful, you got it all, girl. I'd hang your cover on the wall, girl, just like vinyl. What we got is a little old-fashioned, baby, or an instant classic. They don't make them no more like you.
like to take this moment here before Kroner goes to let everyone know and extend a huge congratulations to Izzy Spink and Kendra Callahan, who both made the Bantam Girls Team Alberta team. Great work, Izzy and Kendra.
Thank you, Brandon. We got the two of them down here, as well as a couple of more contestants. We've got, sorry, what was your name?
Kyle, Jada.
So we got Kyle, Jada, Izzy, and Kendra down here. The four of them are going to be our shooters for tonight for the Regabaldi Restaurant Shoot-Off, brought to you by your local McDonald's. So you guys get 2 shots on net, and if you score, you get a free McFlurry from the local McDonald's. Yeah, big prizes there. So I think you're going to start us off there, Kyle. Are you ready to go?
Yep.
All right, let's see your shot. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, close. Get a second one though. Let's see if you can make this work. Looks good. Looks good. Oh, hey, we got a winner. Our second shooter of the night is Kendra. Kendra, let's see what you got. Oh, close. Second shot. Oh. Our third shooter, one of the Team Alberta members, Kendra. Whoa, goes hard there, a little bit to the right. Let's see if the second one is good. Oh! Good attempt, but no McFlurry on that one. Izzy is close as well. Second shot for her. This looks good. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, crossbar. Oh. Let's get a round of applause for all of our tonight's contestants as part of the Regabaldi Restaurant Shoot-Off, brought to you by your local McDonald's.
Lacrosse fans, please welcome back to the floor your Parkland Posse.
Welcome back here to Grant Fuhr Arena. Second period action nearly underway between the Parkland Posse and the St. Albert Crude. Evan Cook alongside you for this one as the goals came fast and furious for the Posse in that first period. 2 goals from Mitchell McEwen, 2 goals from Kobe Breast, 2 goals from River Scott, a goal each from Sebastian Simonson, and Tyler Pernille has the home side up 8-0 after the first period of play. Other notable performances for the Posse in the first: Darren Callahan with 2 assists, Seth Belrose with 2 assists, and goaltender Andy Ryerson picking up an assist in that period as well. Off the draw, going to come to the aforementioned Pernille as he tries a pass over the head of Crawford. Going to be picked up and taken back by the Crude. Check from behind out of the stick there of Cunningham, but he's able to regain control, send an errant pass back. He missed Paschio now, who's being checked as the ball is going to be knocked down and sent back up the floor. Delayed penalty is coming up here to the Crude. Count them, too many men on the floor right now. You could see the 6 white jerseys out on the floor. Should mention, too, we didn't get a penalty at all in that opening 20 minutes. Not typical some of the games that we've seen this season. And I thought that the penalty was coming up against the Crude here. But it's the Posse who have been called here for that infraction. Thought it was St. Albert there who'd been called, as I think they had the ball when the whistle went, but nonetheless, going to be a power play here for the Crude, their first of the night.
The Parkland Posse penalty, a bench minor for too many men.
And that's what it is, too many men. Easton serving it as a shot there, saved by Ryerson. Rebound comes back behind the net. Tyson Deshane taking a look. Faking. Now sending a pass into the middle of the floor. Picked up by Callahan. Tries his shot. And that one scores on the rebound. Callahan tried a shot. The rebound came in front. It'll go as a short-handed goal for the Posse here and increase the lead here to 9-0. So the Crude will try again here on offense. Ball's up top with Garen Schmerman. Tries a shot off his stick. It goes wide back into his pocket there. Move to Siebel. Siebel fakes the shot. Now tries one. That one also blocked by the Posse into the corner, and it'll bounce up the floor here. Mateus McEwen going to be first on that. McEwen with a break. Tries a shot. That one just over top of the net. It'll bounce up into the rafters here at Grant Fuhr Arena.
The Parkland Posse 9th goal scored shorthanded by number 18, Logan Fiedler. The assist to number 4, Darren Callahan. And number 23, Tyson Deshane. Lead time of the goal, 1 minute, 2 seconds. That's the Posse 9th goal scored shorthanded by Fiedler. The assist, Callahan and Deshane at 1:02.
So Logan Fiedler with the goal there. Also should mention that's the first point on the season here for defender Tyson Deshane. Darren Callahan has 3 assists now tonight. 15 seconds left to go in the Posse bench minor. Parkland has found the offense on this penalty. They've scored shorthanded. Now a overhand shot there by Siebel. Stopped by Ryerson. Loose ball scooped up toward the Crude bench, but possession whistled in for Parkland here. As Josh Crawford is whistled in, the penalty now expires. And we're back here to 5-on-5. Connor Deshane has it up top, plays it to Kobe Brest. Pass deflects over to the side of the net. That's Fiedler down low, taking a hit there and keeping possession here for the Posse. Simonson to Deshane. Deshane trying to find a lane, sends it back to Brest behind the net. Pass in front there, missed Deshane. And so it'll go all the way into the Posse end. Still 10 seconds left to go on a shot clock. So Parkland can potentially try and get something quick here. A pass to Brest to the side of the net. Tries a sharp angle shot. That one missed, and the possession will expire here. Ball turned over to the Crude. Max Parento sends it across to Flynn. Flynn back up top. A shot by Cunningham. Save Ryerson. Rebound to Crawford. As he tries to find some space to work his way up the floor and does. Crawford tried to pass, got it quickly back there. Plays it to Belrose, to Callahan. Coming off the bench. Callahan now tries a shot. Good leg stop there by DePaul. Rebound into the corner to Cunningham. As 4 players now converge on a loose ball in the corner. Going to be scooped up here by the Crude. Taken back the other way. Tyrese Ness and Braden Smith with some words for each other after a couple shots between the two at the side of the net while the ball was in the far corner. Now a shot save made off the stick of Flynn, gets his own rebound, but he's being pressured into the corner. Good work there by Pernille, who almost came away with the ball cleanly, but it's loose down low. Loose ball foul called against the Posse, so possession given right back to the Crude, but a pass knocked down, turned over to Pernille, and he's got a break. Tyler Pernille fakes, tries a shot. That one just misses the net. He's had 1 goal today, but that is at least a third other fantastic opportunity. Tyler Pernille has been very sharp here for the Posse tonight. Played up top. Quick shot there comes from Siebel. Nice save by the arm of Ryerson. It's Belrose with it back behind the net. Switches hands nicely, plays it up to Crawford, and he's got time and space to survey the scene. Now head toward the bench, but cuts back in. Doesn't move the ball right away. Now will head off as he plays it into the corner towards Simonson. Here's Brest with a sidearm shot as the shot clock was expiring. That one's going to miss the goal. Bounce up towards center there with Garen Schmerman set to start out with it. Left up top there for Fisk. Tries to pass into the corner. That one bounces straight up in the air. Stolen by the big stick of Ryerson. And now he'll just flip it up there. Tracked down by Will Stewart. Who will walk towards the bench, hand the ball off. Posse with 12 seconds left to go. Belrose now. Ball knocked away from him, but picked up by Simonson. Worked across to Duchesne. 5 seconds to go on a shot clock. Fake by Belrose. Now tries a shot. Read well by DePaul. Got that paddle down, made the save. And here come the Crude now. Better start to this period, absolutely, for them. Just 1 goal given up in the first 6.5. Siebel now. Backed into the corner. Wants to shoot. Tries a shot. That one, it missed. And it will bounce over a teammate's head and into Chris Walter, who's checked immediately. Left it there for Cunningham. And as the Crude come up through center, fire a shot in on Ryerson, but the clock had already expired there. And the Posse goaltender just calmly flips it up here to Josh Crawford. Kobe Brest. Fakes the pass, cuts to the front of the crease, fakes and shoots, and a save made there by DePaul. Rebound into the corner, controlled by Parkland. Worked up top to Tyrese Ness. Fakes the shot. Pass back to Brest off of his stick, but he's got time to go recollect. Kobe Brest to Tyrese Ness, back to Brest. Fakes one shot, tries another, side armor over top the net. That will bounce back towards the benches. 5 seconds here left on a shot clock as the ball just sent back into St. Albert territory. Checked immediately there was Anderson Croft. Crude able to keep possession here as they come up over center. Circling away is Keddy, who got knocked down. Penalty coming up to the Posse on that one. Tyler Keddy still with it. Now moves it over to Siebel. Walks in, shot right on. Ryerson the save. And as Ferguson Crane snags the rebound, it will be Will Stewart heading to the penalty box. A cross-check called on the Posse defender. And that will send the Crude to the power play for the second time here tonight. They are 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Can tell you that the Posse scored a shorthanded goal last time St. Albert was on the power play. 11:53 is time remaining here in the second period. 9-0 Parkland, your score. Sherman now with it, tries a bounce shot. Ryerson makes the save. Mitchell McEwen on the rebound. As it's announced, it's Stewart for cross-checking. Mitchell McEwen starts and stops. Now looks to the front of net, all alone, wide in front, they score! Mitchell McEwen spots Seth Belrose off the bench. The Crude defenders don't pick him up. McEwen sends the pass in. Belrose with all the time and space that he needs to fake it and bounce it between the legs of DePaul. Another shorthanded goal for the Posse. It's Belrose's first on the day. And it sends the lead to 10-0. Mitchell McEwen with the assist there. It'll be his third point on the night. Wonder if they'll give a second assist to Ryerson, who flipped it to McEwen there to start that play. That would be assist number 2 for him. Nonetheless, 10-0 is your score. Siebel has it knocked away, leaves for Schmerman in the corner. Bounce shot, save made by Ryerson. Rebound comes to the side of the net here. Side armor there by Fisk. Another save by the Posse goaltender.
10th goal scored shorthanded by number 16, Seth Belrose. The assist to number 14, Mitch McEwen, and number 1, Andrew Ryerson.
So there you go. Ryerson does end up picking up that second assist. As a shot there is blocked. That one by the stick of Easton, should say. Pernille turns it back up. He's got Crawford with him. The pass just over the head of Josh, who got a stick on it. Now tracks the rebound in the corner. Crawford looks the ball down low to Callahan. Callahan working away from 2 checks, tries a shot, a bouncer up high and out of play. And so it'll be the Crude given possession here. 20 seconds left in their power play. Trying to break through for the first goal for St. Albert here tonight. Errant pass goes back behind the net. It'll be scooped up by Crawford in the safety of his own crease. And now a pass up the floor just out of the reach of Mitchell McEwen. Ball will end up coming to him here. And we're back to 5-on-5 with the cross-checking penalty to Will Stewart now expired. Mitchell McEwen with it, tries a pass. It was batted away. Loose ball, middle of the floor, is going to be taken almost by Callahan. And as the battle ensues, it winds the shot clock for the Posse down with 9:26 left to go here in the second period. Parkland up big 10-0 here at home. That's Flynn stepping into a shot off a stick again. That one went high. Rebound comes here to Mozak, who took a hit, flipped it to Flynn. Steps into a sidearm shot. Stick save there by Ryerson. Couldn't get it cleanly, but the rebound comes to Mateus McEwen. He's got speed the other way. McEwen has the ball knocked away from him as he cuts to the middle. And now the Crude set a man in alone. Anderson Croft with a shot. Ryerson with the save. Nice stick save there made. Posse work it back up the floor. Simonson in the corner. Tries a pass in tight. It's knocked down by DePaul. And now the ball comes to the side of the net and they score. Tyrese Ness. Ness works a turnover down low. It looked like DePaul had gotten most of that one and knocked it away, but it bounces away from the goaltender right to Tyrese Ness, who stuffs it into the net. give Ness goal number 5 on the season, and the Posse an 11-0 lead. Ness's first point of the night with that goal there.
The Parkland Posse 11
Steal by
goals
Crawford.
scored unassisted.
Crawford in alone. Fakes, shoots, and that one just
By
missed
number 19,
the net.
Tyrese
Goes back
Ness,
behind
the time
it.
of the goal, 11 minutes, 35 seconds. That's the Posse 11th goal scored unassisted.
Rest from the corner now. Here's Mitch McEwen. McEwen sends a pass in for Brest. There's a shot. He scores. Fantastic ball movement there by the Posse. Nice pass to send Kobe Brest in alone. The hat trick goal for 15 in blue and green. Makes it 12-0 Parkland here with 7:51 left to go in the second period. We'll wait for official assists on that one. It was off the face-off. Tyson Deshane comes away with it. Deshane triple teamed right in front of the crease, and it ends up rolling in on DePaul. He'll try and airmail a pass up to a teammate here. It's going to bounce over his head, up and out of play. Looking for Thomas Cunningham that time. DePaul was lucky that didn't hit one of the rafters. Was fortunate, but the pass was also way over the head of Cunningham. Bounced up and out of play.
The Parkland Posse 12th goal, his third of the game, scored by number 15, Kobe Brest. The assist, number 14, Mitch McEwen. Top of the goal, 12 minutes, 9 seconds.
How about Mitch McEwen? Second assist, 4th point of the night for the defender, and he's got the ball again off an errant pass. Mitch McEwen turns away from a couple of checks. Still with the ball in the corner now. Plays it up to Belrose. Belrose stutter steps, spins towards the crease. Ball knocked away from him. And now taken back here by the Crude the other way. Good battle there. Braden Smith with it. Faked a pass down low, and now it's kept up top. Bounces out of the pocket there of Flynn, and now a break the other way for Crawford of the Posse. Crawford comes away with it to net front now. Gets a shot away right at the last second there, squeezing between a couple of defenders. But the play blowing dead, sent back up here to Grayson Sebo. He wears the C for St. Albert. Had a goal and 2 assists last time out against the Posse in a 12-6 Parkland win in St. Albert. And we've got a tripping penalty being called there. It is going to Hudson Schneider. And so this will send Parkland to their first power play here. Special teams has been kind to the Posse so far here tonight. They have 2 shorthanded goals, and now I believe that was Connor Deshane dumped right in front of the crease, and that's going to be another penalty called here. And this will put the Posse up by 2 men. Or will it? We've got coincidentals here. An interference call on St. Albert. And then an unsportsmanlike penalty on Connor Deshane. He was the one that got knocked down, and so he applauded the St. Albert player as he was heading off towards the penalty box. The official saw it, didn't like it, and so that'll go for coincidentals. Still a Posse power play here. It's 4-on-3. McEwen tries to check it away from Schmerman. He works his way toward the net, a little backhand flick as he got in on the crease. Save made by Ryerson, and Brest takes it back the other way. Tries a pass there for McEwen. Got a stick on it Now tracks it down in the corner. Mitchell McEwen with it. Works it over to the far side here. As mentioned, 4-on-3 power play for the Posse. Shot in front by Scott. Save made by DePaul. Good save by the goaltender there, who tries to air one out. And yeah, you're playing with fire if you try and get it too high here at Grant Fuhr Arena. Unfortunately, the rafters hang kind of low. And so
the Crude penalty to Ma tripping at 13:58.
now a shot and a goal. Another one for the Posse at the side of the net. It's Tyrese Ness with his second of the night. It goes for a power play goal for Parkland and increases their lead to 13. That one comes to Kobe Brest off the draw. He gets tracked down, tries a pass that rolled out of his stick, and so the Crude scoop it with DePaul, and they'll start up here. 4:40 time remaining here in the second period. Posse came into the period with an 8-0 lead. They've extended that to 13 here. 3 of the 5 goals in this period, special teams, either shorthanded or the power play. Now a pass in front, a quick shot. That one off the post.
Sportsmanlike conduct back at 14-10.
Grayson Siebel with the unbelievable opportunity there. Last penalty just getting announced.
13th goal scored on the power play. His second of the game by number 19, Tyrese Ness. The assist to number 14, Mitch McEwen. Time of the goal, 15 minutes, 3 seconds.
Have a night, Mitch McEwen, his 5th point on the days. Here's another break. It's Kobe Brest with it. Brest towards the net, fakes the shot, tries an overhander, and a good save by DePaul. Rebound comes to Kobe Brest in the corner. We're back to 5-on-5, by the way. The coincidentals are now over. Pass going to be picked off by the Crude. Moved up the floor here. Stutter step by Cunningham. Rolls away from a pick there. Keeps it, does Thomas Cunningham, and now good stick by Will Stewart to knock a ball loose. Stewart with a break down the floor. He's got a break, tries an overhand shot, and the official saying that he'd stepped in the crease when he tried it, and so that's going to turn things back the other way, and a penalty coming. Another unsportsmanlike penalty coming to the Posse here. It goes to Will Stewart, who's denied on that chance. Was called to have been in the crease. I am assuming didn't like the official's call, probably let him know about it, and that's why he's got an unsportsmanlike call here. 3rd power play of the period for the Crude. They've given up shorthanded goals on the last 2. Now a rebound tipped over the head there of Schmerman that time. Comes over to Josh Crawford on the far side. Crawford getting checked there, but still keeps the ball as he cuts the middle of the floor. Crawford beats everybody in a shot. Stopped by DePaul. Josh Crawford able to slip and slide between what felt like all of the penalty killers on the floor out there on that play. Now a loose ball gets knocked up towards the boards. Eventually scooped up here by the Crude, who take it back up the other way. Kieran Fisk gonna drop this one off. Fisk with it, throwing it up top here. That's to Siebel. Over to Schmerman. And now far side to Flynn. Schmerman with a shot, and he scores. Garen Schmerman steps into one. It looks like it deflected off something right before it got in on goaltender Ryerson. it beats him. It'll go as a power play goal for the Crude. Their first on the day. Will now cut the Posse lead to 13-1. Crude win a face-off. Coming off that goal, 1.5 minutes left to go here in the second. Cunningham fakes, doesn't shoot or pass. Now tries a bounce shot, shouldered away there by Ryerson and scooped up here by Mitchell McEwen. McEwen looking for Ness in the corner, finds him. Pass back to Belrose, picks it off the floor there. And now lobs one down low into the corner. Pass in front for Connor Duchesne, just bounced off of his stick.
This is the last minute of play in the second period.
And
The St. Albert Crude first goal scored on the power play by number 77, Tyler Montgomery. The assist to number 19, Isaac Flynn, and number 21, Ty Shabilin. The time of the goal, 18 minutes, 15 seconds. That's the Crude first goal scored on the power play by Montgomery. The assist, Flynn and Shabilin at 18:15.
So apologies there as it's Montgomery who scores that goal. Wearing 77 here tonight. 20 seconds left to go here. And he's got it again. Tries a shot and picks that corner. With barely any daylight, it looked like, over that right shoulder of Ryerson. Montgomery's able to find it there. A sneaky shot from the corner is a perfect one. And it cuts the Posse lead to 13-2 here with just over 16 seconds left in the second period. This one sent towards the corner, now bounces in front. Fiedler tried to get a stick on it there, but it's in on DePaul instead. Final 5 seconds now of the period is just going to be killed in the St. Albert end. As the buzzer sounds here, sending each team to the dressing room through 40 minutes of play. Posse led by
The
8.
St. Albert Crude's second goal, his second of the night, scored by number 77, Tyler Montgomery. The assist to number 15, Braden Bechico, and number 23, Kieran Fisk. The time of the goal, 19 minutes, 44 seconds. That's the Crude's second goal scored by Montgomery. The assist, Pacheco and Fisk at 19:44.
So Fisk and Braden Pacheco with the assists on that one. Posse had an 8-0 lead after the first period, extend their lead to 11, 13-2 after 2 periods of play. We're set for a quick break. Some more interviews coming at you here in this intermission, and we'll be back on the other side with third period play between the Parkland Posse and the St. Albert Crude.
Lacrosse fans, here is your second period summary brought to you by 88.1 The One and the Spruce Grove Saints. The Posse opened up the scoring in the middle frame at 1:02. Short-handed, it was Fiedler from Callahan and Duchesne. They added another shorty at 8:44 with Seth Belrose from Mitch McEwen and Andy Ryerson. An unassisted marker came from Tyrese Ness at 11:35, making it 11-0. It was then Parkland at 12:09 with their 12th. Colby Brass with his hat trick. The assist on that one going to Mitch McEwen. And finally, number 13 on the power play came from Tyrese Ness, his second of the game at 15:03. The St. Albert Crude got on the board at 18:15. It was Montgomery with a pair. And the assist on the first one going to Flynn and Shabilin. The assist on the second one going to Pacheco and Fisk. The score after 2 periods of play, 13-2 in favor of the Parkland Posse. Penalties in the middle frame. There were 6, 4 to the Posse and 2 to the Crude. And the shots after two, 25-21 in favor of your Parkland Posse. This has been your second period summary brought to you by 88.1 The One and the Spruce Grove Saints. Once again, the Parkland Posse would like to thank their sponsors, Sean and the staff at IPM Magnetics Limited, 88.1 The One, Parkland's Best Country, the Spruce Grove Saints, RPB Industries Construction Group, Original Joe's, Canlax Lacrosse, the City of Spruce Grove, the On Par Golf and Lounge, Liquor on McLeod, and the Cooperators. The Parkland Posse are grateful for your continued contributions. Welcome back inside the Grant Fuhr Arena for the second intermission show. Brandon Ewan alongside Evan Cook and Connor Deshane. Connor, talk about the season so far. How's it been for you?
It's been pretty nice coming back from probably a 4 or 5 year break since the last year I played. It's a pretty fun season for what I've known, and it's nice to have an off-season sport to play, which is why I chose lacrosse.
And what kind of led to your decision to come back after being away from the sport for a little bit?
Well, mainly just because Ethan Sim just kept asking me to come play just because they need players. And I'm like, sure, why not? Might as well, just to stay in shape for off-season and just have fun.
And wanted to talk to you first maybe about the game that just happened on Wednesday night there, a game in Sherwood Park where you guys came out with a big win. What were the things that were working well in that game for you guys?
Well, both offense and defense with it. Our defense played very well. Plus, they just led to more penalties for their side compared to us, where we had very less penalty minutes.
And as far as the season's kind of gone for you guys so far, have you seen this team grow over the last few weeks? Do you think you're in a situation where you're maybe starting to kind of peak at the right time of the year here?
Yeah, we've been growing through the whole year, and just with that, it's all about just practicing until we get everything right, and then as well as just a teamwork between everyone and bonding together.
You mentioned the penalty minute side of things too, and obviously it's a rough sport where sometimes you get in games where it's hard not to take those penalty minutes. It's hard to stay out of the box. How key is that for you guys to try and be the team that's forcing, your opponents to take penalties versus the other way around?
Well, with just all the penalty minutes itself, a lot of our usually first 2 periods come playing bad because of penalty minutes, and then when the third period comes, we come back and then just start firing out with all of our energy and just everything, all the emotion that we had built up through the first 2 periods, saying that we've had enough. Now you just want to start playing again and show teams who the Posse really are.
Yeah, that's a good point because especially the last 2 home games in here, it kind of played out the way you're talking about there, where the first 2 periods, you guys are getting chances, but just not able to bury them. And then in the third period, it's like a whole different team coming out.
Yeah, it's all just with running down the other team's defense and offense, making them work as hard as they possibly can just to tire them out for that third period. And then with all the stamina that we've been practicing with practice, just helps us build it so we have more energy for the third period over other teams.
And going back to Wednesday's game as well, heard that that was a game where Seth Belrose took a turn in net there for you guys. So what was that like seeing him play goal in that game?
Well, knowing Seth, he's played goalie before, and he still does now, affiliating with the junior A team, Outlaws. But it's nice to have another goalie in net as well, besides Andy, and Andy had a chance to play as well. He scored on offense, which was pretty exciting.
And maybe last thing just about this coming weekend, starting with the game here at home against St. Albert this weekend. They're a team that you guys were able to beat the first time you played them in St. Albert. What went well that game from what you can remember a little over a month ago?
I think they still had more penalty minutes than we did, which kind of helped us with offense and moving the ball around. But it's all about just the effort we put in from the start of the first period to the end of the third.
Evan Cook alongside Connor Deshane here at Grant Fuhr Arena. We'll be back for more Posse action coming up.
Lacrosse fans, please welcome back to the floor your Parkland Posse.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
And welcome back here to Grant Fuhr Arena. Evan Cook alongside you for the Parkland Posse at home tonight to the St. Albert Crude. It's the final home game of the regular season for the Posse, who are trying to go out in a big way, up 13-2 after the first 40 minutes of this game. Off the face-off, Isaac Flynn takes possession, draws a penalty too, as draped all over him was Deshane, or that's Pernille rather. High sticking is the penalty here to Tyler Pernille. It's a 2-minute minor, and it will send the Crew to the power play. It's the 4th power play of the night here for St. Albert. They're 1 for 3 so far. Gave up shorthanded goals in the first 2 of those. Siebel moves it far side, faking the shot there. At the side of the goal was Schmerman, and he was stopped. Should say that the first 2 Crude goals scored by Garen Schmerman were announced incorrectly here, and we'll get corrections on those coming up in a matter of moments.
Albert Crude first goal was scored by number 77, Garen Schmerman.
Shot through screen there by Siebel is deflected wide.
For Crude goal, it was also scored by number 77, Garen Schmerman.
And so off of that last play, the Posse going to be penalized here. They'll be down 2 men as Ferguson Crane heads to the box, taking a minor of his own. That counts as power play number 5 here for the Crude tonight, and the ball starts with Siebel. Looks to the net, fakes the pass, tries a shot. That one was blocked neatly and taken back by the Posse, and McEwen the other way. Nice block, nice play by Mateus McEwen. Doesn't have a lot of options here with the Posse still down 3 on 5. They'll just play it up here to Crawford. He's out there right now with Easton. We'll just try a bounce shot toward the end of that possession that missed the net. Stolen by the Crude and played back. Obviously the Posse weren't going to get much offense there, but they did a good job killing time off the penalty kill. Just 20 seconds left here in the 5-on-3. Then it'll be 5-on-4 for 50 seconds after that. Play to the side of the net. There's Schmerman with the opportunity. Just checked out of his stick as the Posse come back here with Kobe Brest the other way. 1 penalty now over. That's Pernille out of the penalty box. Brest jukes one defender, works his way in front, fires a shot, and it's just waved off. 1 move too many there for Kobe Brest. His left foot steps into the crease, and so that goal is waved off right away here. As it's played to Schmerman in the corner. Works it back up top to Fisk. Fisk. Now a shot there from Mozak. It was stopped. Loose ball comes to Siebel. Grayson Siebel tries a sharp angle shot. Save made by Ryerson. He's able to recollect a rebound and is back behind the net now. Fresh 30 to work with as well here for the Crude. As it's played in front, Mozak tried a shot. It goes over top the net, and Mitchell McEwen's got it for the Posse now. McEwen takes a slash, going to keep going here. Cutting out wide, makes his way back behind the net, and we are back to 5-on-5. The penalty now just expiring. Belrose had a pass go off of his stick, but it deflects into the corner there where it's worked up by Fiedler. Fake pass there by Simonson. He's got some space, tries a bounce shot, scores! Sebastian Simonson saw daylight, goes for it there, and bounces one past DePauw for Simonson, his 2nd goal of the day. And it'll give the Posse here a 14-2 lead. Fiedler should get an assist on that one. That would be his 2nd point of the day. Logan Fiedler scored earlier in this game. Off the face-off, Parkland controlling. It's Callahan. Sending it over far side to Crawford. Crawford in front to Callahan, spinning shot. He bounced one into the crease up over top the end glass, and so that's possession back to the Crude right away.
14th goal, his 2nd of the night, scored by number 9, Sebastian Simonson. The assist to number 17, River Scott, and number 16, Seth Belrose. The time of the goal, 3 minutes, 23 seconds. That's the Posse 14th goal scored by Simonson. The assist, Scott and Belrose at 3:23.
Okay, so they gave it to Scott. It was 18 out there, not 17, but life continues on for the Posse. Setting a pass down to the corner, just past Mitchell McEwen, but he's got time to scoop that up. Look in front. It deflects to Tyrese Ness, who just whacked it towards DePauw. Save was made here. And the Crude now trying to start out. Max Parenteau flips the ball up there. That one knocked down, taken back by the Posse the other way. Mateus McEwen with a shot. That one, it hit the post. Bounces all the way back up the floor. Now a pass from Tyree Croft into the corner. Side of the net there. A sidearm shot from Schmerman. And the save made by Ryerson, who sends it back the length of the floor. Too far that time. Over the head there of Simonson. So it's turned back up here to Braden Paschio. Paschio with a bounce shot, save made into the midsection there of Ryerson. He's been mighty sharp tonight. By the way, shots on goal tied right now, 27-27. Only 2 have gotten by the big goaltender of the Posse here tonight. Here's Scott with it. Being checked, but gets the ball back. Now gets a pick there from Callahan. Scott works it in front to Callahan, who tries a shot. That one hit the crossbar. As Callahan ran into goaltender DePaul there, now takes a hack and gives a check to Braden Smith as he heads off with nets. Cunningham starting up here. Dishes to Parento. Parento over the far side. Going to send a pass in front too high that time over the head of a teammate, Walter. And now the shot clock will expire, allowing the Posse to come back up the floor with it. Over 6 minutes gone here in the third. Posse lead extended to 14-2. Getting a pass here, Simonson throws one in front, and that one, a quick stick just wide. Another shot there by Scott into DePaul, who makes a nice save. But nearly a very pretty goal that would have been that time between Simonson and Fiedler. The pass was clean, coming to Logan on the far side of the crease. But a nice read by the goaltender DePaul to make the save. That one sent towards the net there by Schmerman, picked off by Ryerson. He'll get it up to his defender, McEwen, who jogs this one toward the St. Albert goal. Mitchell McEwen drops it off for Belrose. Fakes the shot, now tries it and scores! Gives Seth Belrose 2 on the night, his 5th point on the day. Finds the screen in front of DePaul, bounces one past him. And you can give the Posse a 15-2 third period lead here. Parkland, of course, coming into this game here tonight looking for their 3rd straight win. Last weekend, they dropped a Saturday game in Cold Lake against the Lakeland Heat, picked up back-to-back wins against Vermilion, and then blew out Sherwood Park 13-1 on Wednesday night. And the Posse here primed for another blowout, leading 15-2 with just over 12 minutes left to go in the third period. For the Crude, meantime, they come in with a record of 4-10, but they've been playing good lacrosse lately, as the ball's going to be knocked away by Isaac Flynn. His pass misses Schmerman. And it's taken back by the Posse, who sent it back up the floor.
Goal scored by number 16, Seth Belrose.
Simonson with a move and a goal in front. You can give Simonson a hat trick. The second Posse hat trick on the night. And that'll extend that lead further here to 16-2. And speaking about the Crude, mentioning they come in with a record of 4-10, but they had a record of 1-10 at one point in the season. They'd actually won their last 3 games coming into tonight. That included 2 wins against the Wainwright Wolfpack, 12-10 back on June the 9th, and then 15-2 last weekend on June the 15th. Sandwiched that with a 9-6 win over Westlock, and it's 3 in a row. There's a shot by Callahan, save made by DePaul, rebound over to the far side. Picked up but knocked down is Braden Smith. Penalty is going to be coming up here to the Posse, as defender Braden Smith there was double teamed, got knocked down, draws a penalty here. It will be Josh Crawford going for the slash with 11:24 left in the third. Sixth power play here for the Crude. They're 1 for 5 on the man advantage so far tonight. Ball up top with Schmerman. Tries a bounce shot that time, and he scores. Third goal of the night for the Crude. Third goal for Garen Schmerman. And big number 77 has provided all of the offense here for St. Albert tonight. That makes 3 hat tricks here in the game so far. Hat trick for Schmerman, as well as for Sebastian Simonson and Kobe Brest on the Posse side. Schmerman now off the faceoff, got a pass up from Flynn there. Works it over to Pascio. Braden Pascio now. Over to the far side, was looking for his captain Siebel there, but it's knocked down, taken back the other way by the Posse. Deschênes with a shot that time as he was getting angled into the corner. Tyson Deschênes with the chance.
Second of the game, a score by number 16, Seth Belrose. The assist on that one, his 6th point of the night, goes to number 14, Mitch McEwen. The time of the goal, 7 minutes, 12 seconds.
Belrose from McEwen.
The Parkland Posse 16th goal. His 3rd of the game, scored by number 9, Sebastian Simonson, with the assist scored on number 13, Mitchell Easton, and number 18, Logan Fiedler. The time of the goal, 8 minutes, 10 seconds. That's the Posse's 16th goal, his 3rd of the game, scored by Simonson. The assist, Easton and Fiedler at 8:10.
And with all those goals being announced, another one for the Posse. A great rush there by Kobe Brest. Save made by DePaul. Rebound comes to Josh Crawford, who stuffs it into the back of the net. For the defenseman Crawford, his 3rd goal on the season. The assistant captain's played every game so far here for the Posse and is rewarded here tonight. Simonson flips it back to Ness. Now to Belrose, back to Tyrese Ness. There's a shot, it missed the net. Rebound comes to Simonson.
The St. Albert Crude, a 3rd goal scored on the power play, his 3rd of the game by number 77, Garen Schmerman. The assist to number 24, Braden Smith. The time of the goal, 8 minutes, 49 seconds. That's the Crude 3rd goal scored on the power play by Schmerman. The assist Smith.
Save made there on a Belrose shot. Goaltender DePaul, I think with an equipment issue right now, will get a timeout called. DePaul earlier in this game, back in the 1st period, right after a whistle, went straight over to his bench. And so it seems to be an equipment issue with the goaltender for St. Albert here. That's why we pause with 9:49 left to go.
Number 6, Josh Crawford. The assist, number 15, Kobe Brest. Time of the goal, 9 minutes, 52 seconds. That's the Posse 17th goal scored by Crawford. The assist, Brest at 9:52.
Kobe Brest, his 1st assist of the night, 4th point on the day. As equipment repairs to DePaul are complete. And so ball will start up top here with the Crude. Max Parento will start this possession now and jog toward the middle of the floor. Now head toward the outside. His pass in and out of the stick there of Kieran Fisk. It'll be stolen by the Posse as it rolls down in on Ryerson, and he'll just flip it back behind his own net. Pass through the middle to Seth Belrose. Belrose with a head of steam looking towards the crease. Now curls away. Belrose a back pass. There's Ferguson Crane out there, getting some time on offense here in the 3rd period. McEwen, another defender, tries a shot up high. DePaul makes the save. Rebound going to bounce out here. Knocked down hard is Tyree Croft. And it's McEwen taking over on the turnover. Moves it in front. Now a shot there. That one just wide by Mateus McEwen. Posse sending out all defenders on offense right now as it's worked toward the side of the goal. That's Will Stewart with it in the corner. Stewart now Up top, McEwen a shot. Good shoulder save by DePaul. Rebound comes over to the side with Mateus McEwen on, and he is able to recollect a loose ball. Mateus McEwen fakes a shot. Now loses the ball as it falls out of his stick there. And that'll allow the Crude to take it back here. Jogging up is Max Parento. Schmerman now just throws a long shot in on Ryerson. He makes the save and dishes off here. Pass just too far over the head of Callahan, and that will bounce up and out of play. So with exactly 8 minutes left to go in a third period, ball turned right back over here to Tyler Ketty and the St. Albert Crude. Schmerman cutting towards the net. Stuffs one in at the top of the crease. That'll count. Give Darren Schmerman 4 on the night. And though it cuts the lead to 13 here, a big night for number 77 in white. 7:47 time remaining here in the third period. And it's ball coming towards Sherman, who takes a hit towards the Posse bench, but the ball bounced out and into it. Parkland ball here. Offense led by Callahan, cuts towards the net. There's a shot. DePaul the save, but it trickles in behind him. Darren Callahan with the goal for the Posse. They get it right back with 7.5 to go, making their lead 14 once again. It's 18-4. Darren Callahan had 3 assists, picks up his first goal in the day, 4th point there. Get confirmation on assists on both goals in the last few minutes. Very shortly.
The St. Albert Crude 4th goal, his 4th of the night, scored by number 77, Darren Schmerman. The assist to number 22, Tyler Ketty. The time of the goal, 12 minutes, 13 seconds. That's the Crude 4th goal scored by Schmerman.
Pass to the side to Crawford, who gets a great opportunity for his 2nd of the night. Stopped neatly by DePaul there.
A Parkland Posse
Simonson now.
18th goal, scored unassisted by number 4, Darren Callahan. The time of the goal, 12 minutes, 30 seconds.
So Callahan unassisted is a goal, and now breaking away here with a shot. Save made as Parento had a great opportunity. Max Parento there for the Crude. Another fantastic save on a breakaway made by Andy Ryerson. 6.5 to go. Posse Belrose with it. Dishes off into the corner to Mitchell Easton. Back up top to Belrose. Steps into a shot. That one missed. Rebound is going to bounce all the way back into Parkland end with the final seconds ticking off here of that shot clock. So the ball starts now up top with Isaac Flynn. Flynn going to leave it for Schmerman here. Why not? He's got 4 goals. Now fakes to the outside. Lost it for a moment, quickly recollects. Less than 10 to go on a shot clock. Tries to send a pass toward the crease. Sticked away into the corner, where a battle will ensue. Final second ticks off that shot clock. Game clock down to 5:42 now. With a pass up here to Crawford. Crawford now gets a pick from Pernille. Moves it into the corner to Will Stewart. Will Stewart cuts toward the crease, tries a bounce shot. That one, save made by DePaul. Rebound into the corner. Pernille trying to come away with that one. Taps it to a teammate, Mitch McEwen. Battle ensues with McEwen and Cunningham. McEwen going to win that battle into the corner. Fresh 30 now for the Posse. Play it back up top. There's a shot through a screen. Deflected just past the goal. Rebound comes to McEwen. Mitch McEwen walks in front, tries a shot. Save made by DePaul. Mateus McEwen sends it to his brother Mitch. There's another quick shot. Rebound comes in front. McEwen takes a big slash, but he's got it again. Side of the net's Pernille. Spins away from a check, lost the ball in the process. And now gets the ball back up top. Tyler Pernille. Overhand shot. DePaul makes the save. Rebound comes to the side of the crease. A dizzying offensive spell here for the Posse, and it's led by the guys who are normally defenders, getting shots on, getting rebounds, and extending this possession here. Another quick shot, save made by DePaul. Rebound again comes toward the Posse, scooped up by Mateus McEwen. Cuts toward the crease, tries an overhand shot, rebound in front. Another save made by DePaul. He's been sensational in the last minute and a half here. Wow, Kevin DePaul. Holding the Parkland Posse at bay. As mentioned, they were in the offensive zone there for about a minute and a half. Wow. Played up top here to Kieran Fisk. Fisk moves it far side for Croft. Croft couldn't pick it up cleanly, so it's taken back by the Posse the other way. Here's Belrose back behind the shoulder shot, and he scores. What a way to pick up a hat trick there for Seth Belrose, who fakes forehand, winds up, and whips one back over the shoulder. With 3:32 left to go in the third, Belrose picks up his hat trick there. Off the face-off. Sent in nearly was Flynn. He'll follow up a rebound into the corner. Isaac Flynn surveying the scene now. Looks it back here. Flipping away is Siebel from a check.
Belrose, unassisted. The time of the goal, 16 minutes, 31.
Belrose unassisted. Another break here for the Posse. A quick shot. Save made by DePaul. The rebound falls back toward the goal line. It's lying in the crease. Rivers Scott in transition there. But a fantastic save made by DePaul. Pass side of the net. Siebel with a shot. Scooped up by the steady stick of Ryerson, and now he'll lob one up here for Belrose. Belrose leads a 3-on-1 back pass here. Stewart with a shot. Sharp angle. He'll get his own rebound. Will Stewart now dishes to Belrose. Pass to the side of the crease. Callahan with a backhand flick there. Rebound once again comes to the Posse, but it'll be turned over here on a loose ball foul. Mateus McEwen pulls Darren Callahan out of a scrum there with Thomas Cunningham. Play going to continue with 2:20 left to go, and a pass missing and picked off here by Ryerson. He will send it to Kobe Brest. Mitchell McEwen with it now. Had multiple fantastic chances on that last big offensive shift there. Flicks it up top here for Crawford. Sends it in front, wide open, and a bouncer there by Pernille. Goes down into the crease, up over the net. And it'll give St. Albert back possession here. Max Parento turns it up the floor. Leaves it for Isaac Flynn. Flynn fakes Ferguson Crane, now steps into a sidearm shot, missed the net with that one. Rebound bounces back into the corner, taken by the Crude. Out of the corner there, shot by Siebel, that one missed as well. Rebound going to come to the Posse, who take it back up the floor here, 2-on-2. Quick shot, save made by DePaul. Rebound comes to the Posse coming off the bench. Mateus McEwen will slow things down here. Send it back up top here to Belrose. Belrose is the man coming in behind him, gets checked. Didn't see him coming there. As we hit the final minute of play here in period number 3. Shot there, far side rebound. stuffed through the crease and out the other side. Knocked towards the boards was Paschio. And a big stick check there by Callahan coming off the bench. Creates a loose ball in the middle of the floor. Cunningham's with it. 15 seconds on the shot clock. About 8 seconds more on the game clock right now. Work back to Schmerman, who looks like he's just going to let this possession expire. Fire one into the big paddle there of Ryerson, who knocks it down. The final 5 seconds are going to tick off here as the buzzer sounds on the Parkland Posse. They scored 8 goals in the first period. The result was never in doubt, and the Posse here in their final home game of the regular season take a 19-4 final over the St. Albert Crude here tonight. 3 players with hat tricks for the Posse in this one: Seth Belrose, Kobe Brest, Sebastian Simonson, Mitchell McEwen with a monster 6-point night here tonight. Also, got to give lots of credit here on the St. Albert side to Garen Schmerman. 4 goals for him, all of his team's offense here tonight. So next up for these two teams, they will both wrap up their regular seasons on Sunday, and both will be on the road. For the Parkland Posse, they'll be in Westlock taking on the Rock on a Sunday night. St. Albert will visit Lloydminster and the Extreme to wrap up their regular season there. Final score here is Parkland Posse 19 and the St. Albert Crude 4. On behalf of myself, Evan Cook, and the rest of our crew, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you next time.
Thank you for coming out to support the Parkland Posse this evening. That will do it for the home regular season schedule. Stay tuned to the Parkland Posse website and social media for upcoming provincial dates later on in July. Here are tonight's players of the game, brought to you by 88.1, the one and the Spruce Grove Saints. For the St. Albert Crude with 4 goals, number 77, Garen Schmerman. And from the Parkland Posse, first off with 3 goals and 3 assists, number 16, Seth Belrose. And also from the Posse with 2 goals and 4 assists, number 14, Mitch McEwen. Lacrosse fans, give it up one more time for your Parkland Posse! And for any young kids out in the crowd tonight that want to meet their lacrosse heroes, the dressing room is now open for a meet and greet. Once again, anyone that wants to meet their favorite Parkland Posse lacrosse player, the dressing room is now open at the far end of the arena. On behalf of all of our sponsors, 88.1 The One, the Spruce Grove Saints, RPB Industries Construction Group, Sean and the staff at IPM Magnetics Limited, Cadillacs Lacrosse, the City of Spruce Grove, the On Par Golf and Lounge, Liquor on McLeod, and the Cooperators. Thanks for coming out tonight so long, and have a great night.
Yourself a little catfish dinner.